Today we're going to be looking at miter boxes and how to use them. I know most of you hardcore DIYers and handymen have miter saws. I do too, more than one. But I carry this around because every once in a while, unexpectedly, I need to cut some trim. And sometimes I only need to cut 1 or 2 pieces of trim. And I don't want to wait till the next day to bring my miter saw back. And some people just need to cut a few pieces of trim in a DIY type setting, and they don't want to buy a miter saw, and that's fine. So these are about 15-20 bucks. You can get them at Walmart. I don't know, I think you get the better ones at Amazon. I'll have a link below, check it out. But 15-20 bucks. You get the saw, you get the box, you get the little pegs that hold the work pieces in. I have mine someplace. I have no idea where. They weren't where I thought they were, as usual, a lot of things. So let's go with some basics. First, this is a fine tooth trim. It's saw. It's meant for trim. You could cut a 2x4 on this if you needed to or something. But really, these are for trim, and that's what we'll be using it for today. I'll show you some ways to cut trim. Now, you can secure this on a flat piece work table, piece of plywood. I've got mine on a sawhorse. You can clamp these. I find the clamps getting away if you're doing very large trim. I like to just screw mine down to the sawhorse, and then I can go about cutting my trim the way I need to. Now you have 90-degree cuts. You have 22.5 degrees someplace. There they are, right there. 22.5 is for your 45-degree cuts. Then you have your 45-degree cuts, which are for your 90-degree cuts. So let me get a piece of 1/4 ounce and we'll get started. Now, one of the first things I do when I start with a new piece of trim is I cut the ends square, because I don't know if the factory did it. Never think that just because it looks square, it is square. I just take a small piece, there. Now I know that piece is square. So to make an outside 45, you just gonna, and I always like to put the piece I'm cutting on the far side away from me, up against the far side. So if I'm going to cut an outside 45, I'm going to start here. I said outside, I mean inside. This is going to be an inside. As you can see, the saw I've used it for other things besides cutting trim. Not the sharpest. Most of the ones you find will be Stanley's. This one is a Craftsman I got at Lowe's. Okay, we're going to save that. There's our 45, and it's going against the wall, and it's going to be on the inside corner. Now you don't want to get too rough with these, because these are plastic. They will flex, and if they start flexing on you because you're getting rough with it, then it's going to throw your angles off. Okay, our saw down. Now, this was our corner. We'd have a perfect 45, except for this little hump here. And that's, you see both sides be flat against the wall. That's a tight 45. Like I said, if you start flexing this while you're cutting it, it's going to throw the angle off and it's going to look like crap. Okay, that's the inside 45. Well, what we do when we come to outside 45, Don? Well, let's look. Oops, sorry about that. Kicking y'all like dogs. Okay, outside 45 on my left side. Come back over here to the 45. Okay, this is outside. Remember, this is 45, 22.5, and 90. Okay, almost through that one. Okay, that's our left side out. It's coming up the wall. It's going to be just like that. Okay, now to cut the right side, outside corner, and come over here. And this is the way we'll go on this one. It helps if you tilt your blade up just a little bit, or at least I find it does. And then as you get going, you can level it down and take full cuts right there. I love using miter box every once in a while. I think it's fun. You can make your own out of a 2x4, 2x6s, but I don't want to go that much problem. If I'm going that much problem, I'm bringing my miter saw. And almost through that one. There. Okay. Here's one we cut here for this one. This is going to be coming up the wall this side, and this will be coming that wall. And there you go. See how tight that is? Miter boxes can get tight. I don't know if you can see that or not. Hopefully you can. Got the sun on it. The other thing I want to show you is, let's say this is a door. Lay the saw over here. Okay, you got to, let's say you got your door right here coming up here, and this is coming up here. Oh, good gracious! Did we just cut it off? Did we just cut it off 90 degrees, or what did we do at the door frame? Let me show you how. You could cut it off 90. Some old timers will cut it off 90, then they'll cut it like a little. Some old timers will cut it off 90, and then they'll cut a little nick out of it to kind of make it look blunt. Let me show you a much classier way to do that. Okay, if you're coming from the left, okay, you're going to have the outside corner. You want a 45 coming from the right. Now, I don't know if I can cut this, because usually I have a much. And what we want to do, here's our 45 coming from the right. Here's our 45. We want to cut this straight down this way. Let me see if I've got a better piece. No, I don't. Yeah, I do someplace. Where's that other? There it is. Okay, now to make an end cap that looks a lot better than just dying at the trim, the door trim, we want a 45. If we're coming from the left, I don't know know where that one, oh, that's the other piece. We're coming from the left, then we want a 45 coming from the right. So that's 45 coming from the right. Let's stick that in our miter. And we want to cut it right on that point. Now, see the little piece we got here? There's our 45. And this is going to return right back into the wall. And we have a really nice radius. Sorry if I got you out of the picture. I'm used to talking up here and I'm trying to. So we glue that, put a little pin nail on. That ends right there. If this was your door frame, it would end right there and look much better than a simple 90, than some old 90-degree junk, you know, sticking out there. You seen how long it took? Didn't take long to do that. Okay, so that's how we handle quarter round. Now, well, Don, I've got baseboard to cut, or I got a door frame. Let's do a door frame. Your door frame's going to look like something like this, but we want a 45, so we get this piece. We need a 45 here to connect these. So what I like to do, lay this down, thick piece against the wall is the way I like to do it. Some other people may want the thin piece against the wall. Me, I want the thicker piece against the thing. I'm going to come back here. Again, it's going to be on this side away from me. I'm going to lay it down flat, thick piece against the miter box, thin piece back towards me. Okay, so we have our left side door frame 45. This will be at the top of the door right here. So let's say we already have that measurement. We need that 45 for our left hand side at the top. Like I say, when you buy your miter box, save the little pegs. I don't like to use them, but some people might. Okay. See that piece trying to split out on us. What you get for using scraps. Okay, now this would be the piece that goes over the door. Sorry, I didn't get the left side in frame, so this is what it looks like. Your 45s at the upper left side 45s. Show you how to cut baseboard. Okay, if you're cutting baseboard, baseboard goes fat end down, just like this. Let's say we've got a outside corner over here. Let's say our wall comes this way and this way, so we need an outside corner right here. So personally, what I would do is I take a piece trim, I mark it, and I put where that needs, oops, wrong way. Mark it right there, and I know that cut needs to be just like this. It would go this way on the inside corner. This is the outside corner. So, run it over here, and line it up with my mark. You don't want to lay your baseboard down to cut it. Okay, we got this piece, but now, remember, fat side down. That's not going to work. I got to miter this side. So, where do I miter this side? I need a bigger sawhorse. Just stick it here. I'm going to miter. Now, one thing you want to make sure of, that you leave enough room here for that saw. Look here, you see here, you got little grooves. The bottom of that baseboard needs to be past that groove. So let's say our mark's right here. I'm gonna do this left-handed, huh? No, I'm not. I'm gonna hold it. Yeah, I am. Okay, hold it tight to the fence. Now we got our other side. So let's see how our wall is going to look. Here's our outside corner. Get over here so I can see what I'm doing. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, let's say we want an inside corner. On the left side, we're going to use the front 45. We're going to make sure that we have enough room down here in the slot. And we're going to cut this one. Now, for our other side, we're going to take our piece and we're going to cut this way. Get my arm in the way again. Might have to excuse me. Now we're going to start on the mark. Okay, it's that cut. Let me get my piece over here. Okay. Inside corners. That piece is down. Oh, it's outside corners. Whoop, there we go. Inside corners. You can see how tight those are. Get them all lined up there. Be better if I had an actual corner. That's your inside corners right there. And it's easy to do on a miter box, manual miter box. So, look down Amazon, get your miter box down there, practice a few times, keep one handy, and you could cut, you could cut all the trim in your house with this. If I had some crown molding, I'd show you how to cut crown molding on a miter box, but I don't. So anyway, hey, like and subscribe. visit the blog. There's still a lot of good stuff there. And just click that bell notification so you get notified every time I post a link. I appreciate y'all, and hoping y'all having a good holiday season. So anyway, Donald, Blue Collar DIY, I'm out of here.